A few years ago, somebody in Eretz Yisrael had a question, a bocher on a sugya. The Rebbe says, go to the library and see if anybody asks a question. He goes to the library and he sees somebody asks his question, but he doesn't like the answer that the Mechaber Sefer gave. The Rebbe said, what do you want from me? Go to the Mechaber Sefer and tell him you don't like his answer. He looks in the opening page and he sees the Sefer was written by somebody named Yosef. He sees the address in the Sefer. He's going to let Yosef know, I don't like the answer you gave in your Sefer. He goes to the address. An elderly woman answers the door. The boy says, can I speak to Yosef? She says, he hasn't lived here for 10 years. But here's where you could find him. She gives another address. The boy takes 2 buses in Eretz Yisrael to get there, has the Sefer behind his back, and he rings the bell. And the door is answered, I will tell it to you as it is, by a young man with very, very, very long hair. Tie-dyed clothing. Body piercings off the kazoo, and tattoos all over. He says, you're Yosef? He says, yeah. You're Yosef who wrote the Sefer? Yeah. The kid doesn't know if he should run or cry. What do you want? The kid says, I had a question on something you wrote. I didn't like it. Yosef goes and puts on a yarmulke. He says, what do you want to ask? And he asked it. No sooner was the question out of his mouth that Yosef becomes the lion that he was, the Ari, the lion like 15 years ago, and he starts defending his answer, and defending it, and fencing, and fighting and learning, and fighting and learning, and fighting and learning like it was his life. He wouldn't budge. He was fire about his answer in the Sefer. He then explained to the boy what happened to him and why he looks the way he does now. And then he turns to the boy and says, tell me something. You have my Sefer? He says, yeah. He says, I don't have a copy. Could I have it? And the kid gives Yosef his Sefer. Yosef goes back to yeshiva the next day and tells the Rebbe what happened. The Rebbe says, the woman, it's obviously his mother. Call her and tell her what happened that you met her son. He goes to a payphone. Believe it or not, there used to be such a thing, and very soon it'll be popular again. And he dials the phone, and the woman answers, and he starts to say, I'm the one who was by you a few days ago, and she says, stop, don't talk. I don't know who you are. But that boy that you went to after me is my son Yosef. I haven't spoken to him in 10 years. We haven't seen each other in 10 years. But he just called me and he said to me, Ma, I'm coming home. And my son's about to walk through the doors, thanks to you, in the next few minutes. And that's how a mother and a son were reunited. Because when you light up somebody's night, and you spend time talking, and you show them that you care and you love them genuinely, when there's no room for pessimism or negativity, when you show someone that Torah bounces off the walls, then Yosef came home to his mother.